it could be understood metaphorically, symbolically, allegorically, practically. You know what I'm saying? So when you deal with practicality and when you talk about the separation of the earth and the moon, we don't understand that's talking about the continents. The separation, because when you look at the earth is symbolized in one way. It's worshipped by many different cultures, by many different religions in one aspect. But now when you talk about the moon, you talk about the moon also being worshipped in one aspect. Because exactly. If you look at the earth, where do the earth goddesses mostly worshipped at? Where are the moon goddesses? Peace, God. Where are the moon goddesses? When you look at the moon goddesses, you start talking about certain, indeed so, and certain religions. Right. You start talking about, like, for lack of a better word, Egyptian, but you can go further into it and get into Kemetic.
All right.
Okay.
That's doing the first dynasty.
Exactly. But even before that.
Right. I'm talking about way before the first.
Yeah, because I'm talking about even before you came into the science of what you know to be
that particular region. That's right.
Exactly. That whole region was totally different.
That's
and
right.
what a lot of people don't understand is that those are the highlights. Egypt is, again, I'm using the word for communication. Egypt is a highlight. Exactly, for the sake of communication.
Right.
Egypt is highlighted. Right. But Egypt also, at that very same time, had other contemporaries.
Okay, so let me say this, God. Not to cut your wheels. Okay, but see, now, when you talk about the 30% that satisfied, the 70% and the 30%. Now, Jatu was from the 30% now. It says that he took a capsule and put it in the equator. Now, when that happened, where was the female? Because it wasn't no woman on the planet then.
To my knowledge, there was women on the planet.
So in this aspect, you're saying that when we came, when the planet cooled itself off, and we metamorphosized into this physical composition that we see, this great physical composition that we see before us. You know what I'm saying? That the female came into existence too, because, like I said, we're still on the same topic. Man. A lot of people they tell me that right now.
I thought he went with you right here.
Other stuff that's up in the air now.
That's
something different. We ain't going to Babylon, but do the knowledge with this stuff. But
we're not going to Babylon.
We're not going there. But it says that the female. The female was here first, right? Just bear with me. They say that the female was here first, God. Peace, God.
Peace.
And that without her, we couldn't be here. I said, wait a minute, God. Hold on. How can the female be here first and produce a seed? We're not married. We're not Christian. This is not immaculate conception. You know what I mean? A female, in order for a female to give birth, she has to be impregnated. She has to have that seed from men. You see what I'm saying? So evidently the woman wasn't here first. You see what I'm saying?
She wasn't here first. What needs to be understood is that when you start talking when we talking like that, most people gonna take it into like
it's really God. That's why I come
back. Yeah, but see, I'm saying, but we gotta be conscious. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm conscious that what the God is doing is gonna be taken to the public. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be shared with the universe. Right. So we got to be right exact in terms of what we give the universe, because the universe is going to give us what we give the universe. So from that perspective, please understand that when we talking about first release, which is not being recorded or being catch the conversation, we start talking about the creation in terms of the 76 trillion year process.
Right.
And then you start talking about the 72 trillion year process as well.
Right.
Because these are stages.
That's right.
It's like when you talk about nowadays, they say, well, what is the Paleolithic age? Right. Oh, that's the age that's dealing with ancient times.
Right.
What is the Paleolithic age? What's the Mesolithic age? What's the Cenozoic age?
Right.
Do you understand? These are all ages. Well, that's when the dolphin came up. That's when we found the frozen
So you're saying that these are different concepts?
They say it's an error.
It's an error.
They call it error.
Right.
On age.
Okay,
Paleolithic age. So that means that there were certain things that were going on within that time frame that they say are Paleolithic, because paleo just means old. The word P-A-L-E-O means old. Like meso means middle. Mesolithic, middle period.
Yeah, God, but part and stuff, right? I just want you to drop what you was dropping earlier, God, about how, about how the earth was in fire,
Yeah, the separation.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
before
saying,
that.
you didn't catch that part.
I didn't catch that part.
That's why I just said
At
it.
the
I want to go
beginning,
back
you know what I'm
to
saying?
it.
I want to go back to that.
we can go
Yeah,
back.
drop
We can go back.
that.
What we was talking
Right,
about.
what we was talking about.
Because they won't understand it.
Now, what we dealing with now, we're dealing with the atom. You know what I'm saying? Now, the atom, atom is self-sustaining. In other words, you put an atom right here, it's just going to produce self. That's why I was saying that as far as self. Now, the atom manifests the sun. However, the Paleolithic, whatever he was talking about, how them concepts came about. You know what I mean? The sun was manifested within the universe. Now, within the sun, you have billions of atoms that constantly travel at a terrific speed that only the mind can dictate. Peace. Now, that's just only a hypothesis because I don't actually know. So I just give it an example: 24 billion miles per second, a billion or a zillion miles per second. This is just an estimate. You know what I'm saying? So now, when you do all this combustion and all this traveling, it starts pop, 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 like a pan in heat, like a grease in heat. I mean, like a grease in a pan. With heat, and it keeps popping. So, bam! First thing that popped up, Pluto, 3 billion 680 million miles, and then Neptune. You know what I mean? So, 1 billion. You know, we going back the furthest until up to date. Now, once we shot over this planet, let's just deal with the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? Which is 93 million miles away from the sun. So, within this planet. Mind you that once when all these balls shot off, once when all these balls shot off, it was still stopped. So it stopped at a certain particular degree. You understand what I'm saying? And so it started rotating on its axis because it needed light and heat and energy from the sun. That's why it constantly. You see what I'm saying? But now, while all these planets was in a ball of fire, you had to take a certain amount of time to cool itself off. Now I say, in just an estimate, 72 trillion years could be 80 trillion years, or whatever the case may be. But it's just an overall
estimate.
Overall estimate.
Right.
Yeah, it could be a day or so. You see what I'm saying? So while all this fire was still spinning, mind you had a terrific beat. So nothing could escape because it's going so fast.
We're talking about the Earth?
Yeah, actually fact, God. So.
In the universe, bro.
Terrific speed of 1,000 doing it 37 1/3.
Yeah. 1,037, 1/3 miles per hour.
So you saying the whole universe is speeding like that?
So what I'm saying, God,
Now,
is that
Cipher.
the life.
Right, God, Bill.
Right.
Peace.
What it is that.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that all this, while this heat and everything, this fire was caught up into this sphere that was trapped within this vortex. You know what I'm saying? Everything was cooking and metamorphosizing within the planet. So everything that came in with like all these so-called individuals talking about God, Jesus and all that, he did this. No, it was all in the planet. So while all of this was going on and taking place, everything was metamorphosized. The RNA, the DNA, the amino acids, the exons, the rayons, the neons. You know what I mean? These is gases. These is gases that was being manifested within the planet. This is energy, real pure energy. Peace to the God. You know what I mean? This is pure energy. So all this is metamorphosizing into the physical complex that you see before you. Man, because mind you, we was always here. We just wasn't here as a physical form. We was here as purified energy, traveling from one end of the universe to another. So this energy stopped at a certain particular degree, started accumulating everything within the universe, within our physical circumference. That means all the elements is within us. We could never exist on this planet if this planet didn't have all the elements. Now, we still are staying on topic, just like you go to the other planets. There's life form on other planets. Just like the sun gives light, heat, and energy. So there's life form on other planets. Probably their physical composition don't look like ours. You know what I mean? But that don't mean they're not living. Because the sun gives off light. We're here, other planets, they find all type of plants and all so on and so forth. That shows that their life exists on those planets. So while we still back on the planet Earth going through all these enzymes and all these metamorphoses till we come, you know, once when you know the gases, like the heat and the gases hit up in the atmosphere, then it started raining to cool itself off, and that's where you got the volcanoes and everything coming up and all that, and now it cools itself off. Now mind you, when we came into existence, we didn't come like different stations, different stages.
It's important to also make manifest and clear any doubt that when you start talking about the process, you're talking about the live seed air particle that gave birth to the universe, that gave birth to that
That's
physical
right.
man.
Actual
now
fact.
we got to be conscious, God, because
Right, but you gotta let me finish adding on.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
point, God, because I'm
Yes.
going from ABC, God. You know what I'm saying? So once when all this is being manifested, you know what I'm saying? Like the water cooled off, everything came at one time. All life came at one time. The dinosaur didn't appear first, and then man didn't appear. You know, it was we all came because that's the science of nature.
Right.
If he's gonna come down and cool off, then bing, 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 bing. Now mind you, I'm still on topic, God. Now mind you that when these animals came into existence, every physical being that was on this planet was of a darker hue. Pure black, purple black, blue black,
carbon black.
carbon black. Perfect. Carbon black. That's the blackness of the act. You
universal
understand what
black.
I'm saying? Universal. Now do the nines to this. Now anything lighter than that at that time would have been destroyed. It would have burnt. You know, because that's a lighter hue. The sun would have took that and tore that shit up. You see what I'm saying? You have to be the complexion or the manifestation of this spirit of this pure energy. You see what I'm saying? So that's how when we came in our physical form. Now, God, when you were saying about the wisdom, you see what I'm saying? Now, the wisdom did come in. You understand what I'm saying? And man, because I can add on to that, because as the wisdom is being here, that's how you can produce life. You understand what I'm saying? You can produce life. But the wisdom wasn't here first. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
It's like, you know, and then if she wasn't here first, boom. Where'd she come from? The live seed air pipe.
Okay, that's the part that I was telling
Now
about.
the live seed is a living energy formed from the mind, knowing the gas that exists in the brain. Now once we have the knowledge of creation, the energy begins to give off a supreme amount of heat, causing the gas to mingle. Now heating of the body, this is called transformation of gas. Gas is transformed into a living liquid, present known as a sperm. You know what I mean? Every air particle, any human, every air particle of a human must have in order to sustain their physical existence in their present physical structure by being able to breathe. In other words, he cannot give life if he can't breathe life. You understand what I'm saying? So the live seed air particle is the elements that's within here. So we breathing, exhaling all of this from the Earth atmosphere, not even from the Earth, but from space, from time. Everything that's within this universe is within us, such as the amino acids, the exon, the rayon, iron, copper, zinc, is within our body. If you look at the chemical makeup of us and the periodic chart here, that's all in us. If we take vitamins, the vitamins that we take is literally iron, literally zinc. Take a vitamin, a pop that you're gonna see little chips like this. We need that.
Man.
Because your blood needs iron, not no fake iron. Pure iron. Iron. Zinc, real zinc. That's why if you use cocoa butter, fake cocoa butter, it's gonna tear your ass up. I see you, Lord. I'm gonna build with you. Right? That fake cocoa butter ain't gonna get. Everything we use, it has to be pure. You know what I mean? Every lotion, everything got to be 100% thick, emollient, because that's what our skin needs. We don't need something thin and light. That'll fuck us up. That's why I be looking at the bugs when they be in the beach. And when I go to Mexico and I see them bugs, look at Mexico, I see, why y'all use it? Oh, the sun is, man, stop.
Man.
You know what I mean? Because all you're doing, you're fucking yourself up.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? But as far as dealing with the sun, that's how man came into existence. Man came from the sun. You know, the woman, she came from the sun. You understand what I'm saying? We came from the elements of the earth atmosphere. Every element that's within the universe is within her and him. That's why when they talk about he's the god, she's the goddess. He's the king, she's the queen. You know what I mean? Like for instance, let's deal with the atomic, let's deal with the hydrogen bomb. Within the hydrogen bomb, you have the atom. You have two charges, positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? Now, within those two particular charges, each of those charges help balance the atom, keep the atom moving. But mind you, both of those charges carry the same weight, whether it's positive or negative, but they carry the weight in order for this atom to exist. Now, they say that the body is the shell that consumes the energy of the mind. When the brother was talking about that, brother returned to the essence, well, the energy that's within this physical composition left. So now he's just a shell. You know, but the energy still live on. That's why they always talk about reincarnation, so on and so forth. Yo, you look just like your goddamn Uncle Supreme.
Peace.
Exactly like him.
Peace.
You act like him, dance like him, and you do it. Because that's the blood.
So that's like saying
the
self
gene.
never dissipates, it only recreates.
That's it. You know, you can say it like that too, God. You know what I'm
I want to add on
saying?
to
Yeah,
that.
God, add on,
because
God, I'm waiting.
I'm always conscious of the fact that what the God is saying is right and exact, but I'm also conscious of those that like to take strings and latch on the strings and hear things and see things that are not there.
Right.
Because what the God is not dealing with is spookism.
Right. Right.
That's the first thing that needs to be understood. Like when God just elaborated on what he elaborated on in terms of these sciences manifesting the original black man in existence, in physical reality. You'll start dealing with individuals that might get into certain theories, certain philosophies, and you got to be careful.
Right.
Like I'm always referring to a lot of the old stuff, like a lot of the stuff that you think is not valuable. Like there was a movie that was a long time ago, but it was a movie called The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I remember that. The black and white joint.
Yeah. So now, if you ever did analysis of that movie, right, you'll see that they try to make that creature a link between them and us.
Right.
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 It's always been like that.
Right. But look at the theory.
Right.
The theory is a theory that's Devonian.
Right.
Look at the word Devonian, and you'll see that it's a philosophy that's done that it's a theory that's based on the evolution of man, particularly a certain kind of man, never the original man.
It's always the gold.
It's always the Caucasian. You ain't see one original face in that whole flick.
That's right.
And it was black and white. So if anybody was black in that, it would have showed up.
Right.
I was about to say something, but if anybody was black in that, you would be able to identify them quick. Ain't no black person gonna be able to hide in a black and white movie. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's freedom calling me.
Okay, what I'm saying is that
Oh, where y'all guys from?
I'm from Pilo,
P-Lo.
Medina, Peace, God. Yeah, Peace, God.
Yeah, I met you, God.
Out there, man. How you
I'm
doing?
maintaining
Building, you know?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
that's
That's
the
a fact.
set yourself alive.
if you analyze that
Peace,
flick,
God.
Peace,
What's going on,
God.
man?
Peace, God. Son, God, Allah.
Peace, God. How
analyze
shit?
that flick
Peace.
Pleasure to meet you.
correctly, God.
Part and self, God, before because it's this, you're getting ready to cut off. State, what's your name, God?
My name is Lord Supreme, being great God, PhD of law.
That's peace, God.
Sincere true self-alive from Mount Justice.
Peace,
He
God.
got it in.
And this is Law Infinite,
Unique love.
Unique Allah, and I'm Son God Allah. Great Cipher, God.
Peace, God.
Great science, God. Great science, God. Great science,
You're not
God.
teaching no spookism because when the God is speaking what he's speaking mathematics in a supreme way. And you got to understand that which is subject to heat is always going to be able to what? Come down. And anything that comes down eventually got to cool down. And when it cools down, it gets solid. Everybody know that. You tight. You upset with your girl. That
Peace, Almighty.
What
Peace.
state you in? You in the gaseous state. That's right. Eventually you calm down. You start sweating a little bit. Okay, now you're in the liquid form. Right. Eventually your thoughts start to get more concrete. Now you start coming to solid.
Gas is liquid to solid.
You do that every day. So why you acting like you can't do that, which has already been done? You know the reason why it's not going to get done? Because it's already been done. The reason the man don't be doing stuff that he already done did, that's a waste of time. So when you understand that you are in fact a carbon-based being, you don't understand that your collective infinite consciousness is never going to fail.
Never. Because we are basically the antennas of the sun.
Indeed, so all you gotta do is learn how to tap into that infinite collective conscious, and you'll see that which has already been there.
Do the knowledge of this, right? A couple of days ago, I was looking at some letter. I forgot to put some letter. They found the planet. Do the knowledge of this. They really found it. Now, God, it's right in the middle. God, it's like like right back here, but in the middle. But check it out. It's lit up like a light bulb in your head. Hold this bulb. I saw it.
And they say that's the seat of
They got an
consciousness.
extra, and the shit is it's lit up like a light bulb.
And guess
right
what?
in the middle. And your shit like all the way so. I said,
And guess what? Guess
Yo,
what?
God.
No, not only that,
You can tap
that God,
into that.
That God is the first part of the brain that forms.
Peace.
That's
That's
right.
the first part of the brain that forms, which actually becomes the spinal cord.
Bow.